For me, one of the most memorable things about video games are the sound effects you hear within them. From weapon firing to coin collecting, these sounds can become as iconic as the characters themselves. In this video, I'm going to be sampling iconic game sounds and flipping them into tracks. Here's the first sound. Can you recognize it? I feel like this could be a good percussion sound. Let's throw it into a sampler and add some distortion. Let's add some chorus and EQ to refine the sound. I'm going to find a drum loop off of Splice to build this idea around. Alright, here's sound 2. Pretty obvious. Since this is already a synth one-shot, I'm going to go ahead and turn it into our chords. I'm going to add a chord progression with a little melody on top and use RC20 to give some color to the sound. Let's add some bass. Moving on to our third sound. So this first part of the catching sound is going to make a nice counter melody. Sound 4 is a personal favorite of mine. I'm going to use a sampler and loop a small portion, creating a new tone. You can adjust the loop length and the crossfade to fine-tune the sound. Let's add some reverb to give it a nice natural release. I want to find a hi-hat shuffle to bass this beat around. Here's a nice bass pattern. Lock it in with a kick. Let's fill out the low end with a bass layer. Got a little carried away there. Let's move on to sound number 5. Alright, let's reverse it and pitch it down. I'm going to add Riff, a new distortion plugin on Rent to Own, and look for a cool preset. We can insert a delay to add rhythm to the sound. Moving on to sound number 6. So this sound has 2 tones in it. Let's pitch it down and it'll sound nice. We can use that as the call and make a response melody using a single tone. This next one hits different. I think this sounds like an arpeggio of some sort or some kind of run, so let's slow it down. Let's add some percussion and hi-hats from Splice. I think this Illmind RC20 preset sounds good. Can't count how many times I've heard this one before.
Right then, come on.
So I think we can just isolate that chime and use it as an impact. If we reverse the first part of the sound, it can act as a nice sweep. This next one might not be as obvious, but if you know it, you really know it. Let's drop the sound into Pigments 3 and use the granular engine to give some rhythm to it. And here's our final sound on the list. This door already has some nice rhythm to it, so I can use it as is with some light filtering and a little micro shift. Hey y'all, thanks for watching to the end. For all my game sound designers and composers, remember Splice has a vast royalty-free library of cinematic effects sounds that you can use in your games. The filtering and tagging makes it really efficient to find your sound quickly. We'll have the link in the description. Also, did you know that Splice has a Discord? Our server just hit 20,000 members. We have channels discussing specific topics and feedback Fridays. That'll also be in the description as well. I know there are a lot of super iconic sounds that I did not include in this list, so if you had to include one other sound on this list, what would it be? Put it in the comments. Lastly, if you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We're releasing videos weekly. And as always, I hope you all stay inspired and keep creating. I'll see everyone next time. Later, y'all.